It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jets and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the number 1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 23 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow, and this is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Part of check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. On target to his man, likely. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, quick slant to Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. K'Lavon Chaisson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Finds his man over the middle, it's likely. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete to Likely. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Burrow looking to pass. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rodriguez. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Lions had 10-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 1st down, Rodriguez. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. toward the back corner of the end zone. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. York able to send this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. On target to his man, Likely. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one finds Pierce right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Burrow. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. York able to send this one through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Bengals in control at halftime. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Second and 5. Open man is Waddle, complete. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. On second down, it's Rodriguez. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Second and 11. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Rodriguez. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll set up a throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. York able to send this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. On 3rd down, Burrow. Complete to Likely. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A gain of 22. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. A slant route caught by Bateman. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, it's Rodriguez. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. Second and 9 now. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Rodriguez. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The New York set to take the field. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Burrow. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's been a a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Right side to Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Again, it's Burrow. And complete once again to Watson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Williams is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week.